Just digging deep back to your past and bringing it all into this new business. Sounds like. Yeah, well, you've just done a wonderful job. As I mentioned earlier in the show, you're a fellow Arte Syndicate member. Has that played a role in some of your thought process? Is it an added value to who you are and what you do? Where do the two intersect, if at all? Hmm. Yeah, yeah. As I'm listening to you, and as I suggested, I was looking at your pages there. It just flashed again in my mind that you have four kids at home in the process of doing all this, and a husband, which is running a restaurant business as well. Like, you've got a full house of activities over there. How did you find time to launch this business within everything else that you're doing? Of course. Hmm. Yeah, are you currently on the 75 hard program? Did I see that right? Yeah, good for you. And we talk about 75 hard program quite a bit on these podcasts because I'm a huge proponent of the value of that for anybody, whether it's mental toughening that you're looking for or some discipline in your life or some the health aspect of it. I just think it's such a wonderful program. But when you throw that on top of everything else you're doing, and by the way, it actually makes a lot of sense because the discipline that you learn through the 75 hard program and your ability to schedule out your day so you can achieve all these things, it makes a lot of sense that you're able to do that and stay structured. Interesting. Very good point. So, where do you see your business in a year from now? Yeah. Just to divert a little bit back to your clothing, I was looking at some of the photos. What types of materials are your clothes made with? I mean, they're absolutely stunning. They look like they lay well on the body and the whole bit, but very professional. What materials are you using in these outfits? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe I know more about women's apparel than I should as a man, but I've been at the store with my wife while she's looking for the right outfit to go work in. She just flew back from Los Angeles at a sales event, and I know how frustrating it can be to try to find that right outfit that fits, for the occasion. And the staples that you have here are absolutely perfect. So I just want to commend you on a job well done so far, and I can tell through your business savvy and where you're heading that this thing's going to be absolutely everything that you planned it to be. I would expect there'll be two warehouses next year at this time, one in a major city. Yeah. So where can people find your apparel at, and if they want to buy some and go shopping? Okay. Dot shop. Wonderful. Any closing statements for those aspirational entrepreneurs that want to get into the apparel business or into business for themselves based on your experiences so far? Yeah, I think people are always willing to help if you just ask them. Yeah. Well, I guess one more question because I think it's relevant. You picked a business in a world that is overly saturated. I mean, there's been apparel companies around, like you said, the big box stores, the small box stores, the boutiques, etc. This is a saturated market, but yet you have found a little niche. Were you not intimidated to go into something that where everybody says, "Oh my gosh, there's everybody's got apparel. Why would you do that?" Yeah, I think that the world is full of great ideas yet to be had. You have one. I can see it coming into fruition and I can see the success. So I'm so pleased for you. Really appreciate you taking the time to be on my show and sharing your story. And we want to follow along. So next year at this time, I'm going to call in and probably be at your big new warehouse in a major city. And we'll do this interview again if it's okay with you. Yeah. Well, thank you. And we wish you the best of luck in your business.
Thank you for listening to today's show. It is my pleasure and honor to interview all of the guests that have been on the Answer is Yes podcast. If you have enjoyed the show, please go on iTunes and subscribe, give a rating, or simply tell a friend about the show. We also believe in the message of our guests and the positive influence of their stories. As my own mentor and coach, David Meltzer, has taught me, spend some time every day thinking and writing about the things in your own life that you have more than enough of. You will find out how blessed we really are. Please visit my website, livelifedriven.com, for the latest updates about me and what I'm doing. Plus, I post a monthly blog about the many topics on this show. This podcast can also be found there. As I learned early on in life, what you believe is what you will achieve. Thanks, Mark Victor Hansen, and thank you, and have a great week.
This episode of The Answer is Yes brought to you by Baja Bound Insurance Services. Driving to Mexico? You can buy and print out your Mexican auto insurance policy online in minutes with their easy-to-use website. They also have great travel information to help you plan your trip south of the border. Visit bajabound.com.